Welcome to Kung Fu Having number 2, and we're waiting for Instagram. Okay, so due to having a rough day, I will not be doing Improv Monday today. Right now, this is in like 40 some odd minutes, it'll be midnight. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make an apology video to Instagram and to YouTube. I know what you're thinking, why are you apologizing, James? Alright, so here's why I'm apologizing. Earlier today, I may have gone a little bit too far. So, as I'm a person who tries to own everything that I do or say, this happens to do with those bogus IRS people. They are from India, with thick Indian accents. I believe I may have gone too far in offending people who are from India. So unlike everyone else, especially some of the people on Facebook and some of these groups that pop up on our phones, those little bubbles, who are, I guess you could say, they're sideways racist because they're racist to Indians. They're not really racist to anybody else, but they're racist to Indians. And by I say Indians, I mean the ones with the freaking dots, not the feathers. I am a descendant of those with the feathers. And, one bad person does not reflect every person of that ethnicity. Of course, in the real world, it does. So the Indians that are answering the phone in my video, where I start asking them about Charles Xavier, Nathan Drayspring, Charles Xavier, Lucas Bishop, Captain Braddock. Yeah, I started asking these guys all these questions, and I have committed literally to calling them tomorrow. And I will probably film that for Kung Fu Havoc number 2 as well. I can't do it on Instagram because I only have one cell phone that actually functions, and I need my cell phone to actually call these people. But the thing is, I'm not apologizing to them. I am apologizing to any of the Indians that I have offended, because also to Mexicans who are named Jesus, because I said my name was Jesus Christ. And then if you watch the video, you'll hear the guy say, "Oh, Jesus." And I said, "No, it's Jesus." Alright? Because I've actually had an incident where I knew a guy named Jesus, and I think we were either in middle school or grade school. I don't really know where we were, but I said, "Hey man, you know your name is spelled Jesus?" He's like, "It's Jesus." So that's kind of why I did that. That's kind of a throwback to that guy, because I didn't know that Jesus and Jesus was the same damn name. Alright? So I'm apologizing for that specifically. I'm also apologizing for any Indians with the dots that I have offended by calling these FBI, CIA, and IRS and Social Security people who keep threatening me with phone calls of, if I don't drop my work right now and go return this phone call, that I will be arrested by the names that I just named. The FBI, the CIA, the U.S. Marshals. Now, what y'all don't know, this part is not the apology. What you don't know is that the people that have done this have already gotten me before, when they said that they found a car with my ID in it in Texas. And I've never been to Texas. The only place I've ever been in my life has been Florida and Canada. So, being that I have gone to Florida and Canada, I'm like bewildered. And then, they had a legit number. So apparently spooning is a thing, and I don't mean spooning in the sexual way. So they apparently spooned the unit number. And so after I gave them the last 4 of my Social Security number, I realized I fucked up. And this happened while I was on my job. So I immediately got the number to the U.S. Marshals and let them know. And so the U.S. Marshals have been looking into getting them, so the U.S. Marshals have my Social Security number. And they know if anybody uses my Social Security number other than me, that they're going to have that person arrested. Alright? So now I'm screwed, blued, and tattooed, because some asshole, instead of going to get a job, or a bunch of assholes with very thick Indian accents, are trying to get everything that I don't have from me. They're trying to get money from me and you and everyone on earth, because it's too hard for them to go out and get a job. I guess they don't want to be Abu and say, "Thank you, come again." Now that I'm sorry for. But at that same time, what the hell gives you the right to try and make me lose everything that I've bust my ass for the last 40 years because you're too damn lazy to get off your ass and go get a job? I don't like my job. I want my acting career to take off, but I don't want to have to keep cleaning toilets to get it. But I damn sure am not going to give what little bit of money I make and what little bit of money that the military gives me while I'm going to school to go into the hands of some asshat that won't go get a job. Get a job. It's not that damn difficult. Yeah, no one wants to work at Burger King, but we need to work. There's your pros and cons. Not everyone can live the dream that they want to live. Not everybody can get their dream job. So, again, to the Indians that are thick accented and don't work for the IRS, I don't apologize to you. In fact, be expecting a phone call if you're watching this. Expect a phone call tomorrow. And every day until we catch you. Because if I don't forget that we had this conversation, I'm going to call these bastards yet again and again. And I'm going to ask all kinds of names. Because I have a treasure trove of Marvel superhero names in my head. And I'm going to change my voice like this. And I'm going to be all soft. And I'm going to be all heavy. And I'm going to talk to them like this. And I'm going to pretend like I'm Bruce Banner. So, you guys want to play? Let's play. I'm going to put my acting skills to actual use. Especially since I'm not working in an actual movie or anything. Other than my Spider-Man Scarlet Spider fan film that I have to go get my memory for this damn computer fixed so I can engage in editing the film. That being said, for Kung Fu Havoc number 2, BC, you for Instagram, thank you. Go to Kung Fu Havoc number 2 and watch the video. It's like 7 minutes and 28 seconds long about me pretending to be other people and just keep calling this guy back. And then they keep asking me about the holiday, or they keep telling me that the guy's on holiday. They literally have no idea who Brian Braddock is. And for those who don't know, Brian Braddock is Captain Britain. I asked them if Lucas Bishop was there. Lucas Bishop is Bishop from the X-Men. I asked them if Scott Summers was there. And the funny part about that is they said that Scott Summers was dealing with his kids. So they had me for a second. I was like, oh, this motherfucker might know some shit. So then I went to ask for Miss Jean Grey. And he said, Mr. Grey is on holiday. And I said Miss Jean Grey, not Jean-Claude Van Damme. So that was kind of funny as hell. And, you know, it goes on. I continue to harass these guys because they've been harassing me. I'm going to continue to harass these guys because if I got to bust my ass for Social Security, so should everybody else. Yeah, and hell, half of America is busting our asses for Social Security. And then there's that like $600 stimulus check that's not going to do anybody more than a day or two of good. So good job for that one. That was like a really do-over for everybody. But the whole point of the matter is, these guys have been calling me. I'm apologizing here on Instagram and on YouTube for the simple fact that my video may be offensive in the wrong way. And I want to own that shit before someone puts down here, well, damn, James, you're being kind of racist. No, I was being a dick. There's a difference. And I was being a dick because these people are trying to screw everyone. So for the record, what I was told by the U.S. Marshals when the first time this happened, when they actually got my last 14 digits, is that, one, Social Security does not call you. They will send you something in the mail, or they will send you something that's important. Somehow or another, they'll reach out to you, but it won't be via phone. Yeah, it won't be, hello, we're the Social Security company. No, they won't do that. So that's how I got screwed the first time. But now these numbers, these magical numbers, they're spooning local numbers, they're spooning all kinds of other numbers, and you guys need to be aware of that shit, because they're calling me, they have numbers that like closely resemble family members' numbers, which is another reason how they can get you, so you need to be aware of that shit. So not only is this an apology, but now it has become a PSA. And since 2 people have joined in, I'm going to keep going. I was going to stop it, but Todd Atkins kicked in, and another friend kicked in, so I figured I'd just turn this into a PSA. Now this has been happening to me for at least the better part of anywhere between 6 to 8 months. Alright? So this kind of happened back like before my nephew passed, and it kept happening, and it was like one time they caught me for a week, and then they laid off like once or twice a week, and then they caught me for another week, and then they started calling me on a daily basis. Today they caught me 3 times. I caught them back 9. So tomorrow I'm going to change my voice like this, and I'm going to call them again and again. And then I'm going to change my voice like this. Anybody got some helium so I can like suck on some helium so I can sound like a chipmunk? Because I'm going to punk these guys hard with no Vaseline. Because see, here's the thing about messing with people. You don't know who you're messing with. And if you're a keyboard warrior, you know, then you're pretty much a bitch. I'm sorry if that's offensive. You're pretty much a bitch because you're thousands of miles away and you're trying to take money that I don't have. Because I get $281 from the military a month. Try stretching that shit and have some asshole pretending to be social security and they want to take my money. Well, half that money that I'm getting is going right back into the military for my bills. So, yeah. I don't think I need Social Security riding my ass about money that I don't have. And also, they have very, very thick accents. So, 9 times out of 10, if you meet a person from India who has been in America for a while, the accent isn't that thick and it tends to fade away with time. Same thing if you know somebody from England, the accent fades away with time. Because you're so used to hearing it that the accent is still there, it's just on a decibel, so now that you're used to it, it's not there anymore. That happens to a lot of people because when I went to Florida, people would say I had a southern accent. It's like, well, I'm from Virginia. It's not really that far from Florida. But there's like, oh, well, your accent is different. It's like, yeah, well, that might have something to do with my ethnicity being different. But because black people talk in slang. White people don't really talk in slang. They actually talk correctly. Then somehow or another, black people decided, hey, let's do Ebonics. Which personally, I feel that is probably the dumbest damn thing that has ever happened to the people of color in the United States of America. But hey, to each their own. If you want to speak stupid, knock yourself the fuck out. I got a hard enough time trying to speak intelligent. I'll be damned if I'm a dumb down. I want to elevate my shit up. So I try to speak as intelligently as possible because most people, they thrive when they understand intelligence. With the exception of technology, which I don't understand. But other than that, I would like to carry on a conversation where not only am I talking intelligent, but I'm also learning some intelligence as I go. Versus, I be talking like this. Or, I ain't got no education. No, fuck that shit. I do not have an education. It's not how this works. I have a great damn education. I continue to strive for higher education, and I support higher education. I do not support the dumbification of the human beings. Because black people aren't the only ones who speak ebonically. People who are just down like that speak ebonically too. Fuck that shit. I don't have time for that. I'm going to speak correctly or I'm going to die trying. Because the front-leaning rest taught me a lot. That's an army thing. Front-leaning rest. So before I go though, you guys seriously have to be watching out for these phone calls. Because they've been a pain in my ass. They'll probably be a pain in yours. And it would be a very great idea that if you have your local U.S. Marshals or your local Sheriff's Office, or there's a hotline here in Charlottesville, I don't know the number, but there's a hotline here of when you are being sequestered by these bogus-ass people with the threat of arrest that you can call. I don't think they're going to get anything done. And as soon as I watch the news and find out what that number is again, I'm going to call them. And I'm going to give them these numbers that they keep spooning. Now, when I talked to the sheriff about a week or two ago, because it happened again and again and again, and I called the sheriff and I was like, look, so what can y'all do? And it's like, really, there's nothing we can do, but, you can contact this, this, and this, and you can get that done. And I'm like, okay, but, I'm going to say this before I go, and everybody can believe it or not. When you actually do owe money to people, they can find you. Why the fuck can't they find these people who are trying to steal what money you need from you? These people are calling me and spooning me. I know that the United States government has some hacker somewhere that can hack into damn near anything. I was a veteran. I know we got some things out there that we're not supposed to discuss. I didn't get that deep into the military, but I learned a few things from a couple of drill sergeants and shit. And some of the cadre, we got the tech. So why are we not using the tech to catch these fucking thieves? Or maybe they're just waiting for the right moment to catch them all at the same time in the same spot. Because some of these calls that are spooned are literally coming right out of India. Then it becomes a cross-government issue. And rather than make waves, they kind of tend to keep letting this shit go. Alright, that's all I'm going to give you right now because I'm pissed off. I have to redo everything that I lost over the weekend for Mass Effect Andromeda. That's 3 years of work. 3 years of making armor, weapons, all that shit went out Saturday night. My game glitched and everything got wiped out. Everything Andromeda got wiped out. So I have to start all over, and I'm going to try to get that shit completed by the end of the weekend because my cousin may want his God of War game back, and I need to hurry up and beat it. That being said, for Kung Fu Havoc number 2, BC and U for Instagram, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Have a great night.